Forget about fractions. Let's talk about pizzas because pizzas are nice and fractions, well, maybe some people think they're not so nice, but they're very much like pizzas, as I'm going to demonstrate. So let's say that you have half a pizza and a very generous friend who gives you another quarter of a pizza. How much pizza do you have? Well, if you answered 3/4 of a pizza, then you're correct. If you answered 2/6 of a pizza or anything else, then you're wrong, my friend. And I'm going to explain why you're wrong and how you can get it right next time easily. So let's have a look. Why is this so tricky? Well, fractions look like they should be simple. I mean, you just add the numbers, right? No, unfortunately, that's not the case with fractions. Fractions can be a little bit tricky because they don't work that way. I'm going to show you how they do work. So first of all, let's deal with a simple case. Ones with the same denominators. Denominators are the numbers below the line. And it's actually pretty simple when they've got the same denominator. So all we have to do is just add the tops. Ever so easy. Here's an example. We've got 2/5 plus 1/5. All we do is add the 2 to the 1 to get 3. And we leave the denominator the same. It's 5. So the answer is 3/5. So once again, add 2 and 1 to get 3 and leave the denominator as 5. Couldn't be simpler, could it? But what about when we've got different denominators? That's the stuff, the numbers under the line. Well, it's actually not that difficult. If the pizzas are different, the pieces of the pizzas are different, then we need to come up with a common way of adding them, because it's kind of at the moment like trying to add 2 meters to 50 centimeters and saying 52. That they're different things. So we've got to make them standard before we can add them. How do we do that? Well, we look for what's known as a common denominator. So what number does both 2 and 3 divide into? Well, one easy way is multiply the two together and you'll get 6. So both 2 and 3 go into 6 with nothing left over. So we just convert each fraction. So a half times 3, it becomes 3/6 because you multiply the top and the bottom by 3. On the next one, we just multiply it by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. So you can see here that we've basically got 6 as the common denominator. Easy, eh? All right, so now let's add them. Because the denominators are the same, then we can just add them. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. 6, we don't need to touch. We've got 5/6. That's the correct answer. So the shortcut, the cross multiply method, this is where it gets really cool. So half plus a third, cross multiply. 1 times 3 equals 3. And then 1 times 2 is 2. Add the tops, 5 and 6. The answer is 5/6. Let's try another one. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 3 is 9. Add the tops. 8 plus 9 is 17. And the bottom, which is 3 times 4, is 12. So we get 17/12, which is 1, and then 5/12 left over. Don't forget to simplify, though. This is one thing that a lot of people forget. They come to the right answer, but they don't simplify, which is basically making it as simple as possible. So 8/6 is the same as 3/4, because you can divide 6 and 8 by 2, and you get down to 3/4. So here's a summary then. 3-step method. Same denominator, just add the numbers. Different denominators, find a common denominator, convert, and then add. And then finally simplify it. So from pizzas to fractions in just a few minutes, you've got this. You're going to get 100% in your exam if you do all this correctly.